明白吗 ？Reclamation I think Singapore you're going to reclaim some more in front of where because you're concerned the government. I look at the news. Lawrence Wong highlight you're going to reclaim to protect the water level. I think near the Marina Bay Sand there, like the entire stretch of it, right? 这个片地已经填 more than I would say more than 7 years settlement already， 7-8年的 settlement 已经 settle 了，所以我们才开始建。The construction for the first project itself is already up to piling completed. Piling completed for being real estate agents like to hear is that you can officially issue your invoice to claim com from developer. Malaysia-wise, I would say in terms of commission or the services that you render, I would say we only offer to you when the developer have done their SPA signing with buyer, and then subsequently the piling completed. So piling in general Malaysia, Singapore, how long it take? 9 months from day one to a year. So that's why some agencies say, let's see your construction first. Then I will come in to help you to promote. Because timing, I don't want to spend money on my cost to marketing costs as well, right? So that's, but in this moment, you are in good hand because 我们的 piling done 好了. So to the investor, buyer, you are also good because you are rest assured piling of about 9 months to a year, we already done in advance. We already done. So how many piles we ball pile? We use ball pile system. Ball pile 我们打了214到220多支的 to stabilize the thing, and then this 整个 PNT 已经是很久 stabilize. So means 说 settlement is done enough, no more movement or resetting. 我就继续Vincent 我们就 along the way see anyone 我再play along the years 好不好？还是你要做 introduction 先？2
o'clock already. You want to wait for a few more minutes? Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, I'm Vincent Siu, the SkyPark Kepler project IC from Orange Tea and Thai. Thank you for taking your Saturday to come here instead of going shopping or eating dim sum or having a nap. Okay. Don't worry, today we are not going to have a pressure sales presentation. What we have is an education briefing. And people often ask, hey, why is Orange Tea involved in JB Properties? Simple. Because Singaporeans like to have good value, and even more we like to have low risk. And before SkyPark Kepler reach you, the compliance team of Orange Tea has already done its check on the developer, on the approvers, on the land titles, on the legal process. Everything except the feng shui. Okay, that part we can settle later. So we have to just relax. We are not going to have any random overseas seller selling you something, but we're going to have a Singapore agency that is responsible and have standards. Okay, now Johor. Johor is upgrading at lightning speed. The RTS is coming, the SEZ is coming, the little waterfront is transforming. And even those Singaporeans who never crossed the border now is starting to take notice. And then SkyPark Kepler is right in the middle of all this growth. Tropicana is a major listed developer in Malaysia with more than 40 years of experience. And when you pair it with Banyan Group, the people behind Banyan Tree, you're gonna have a branded residence with global hospitality standards and rental confidence. So now let me introduce the man who knows this project inside out, Mr. Nathan Tan from Tropicana Corporation Sendirian Berhad. Okay. If SkyPark Kepler has a human encyclopedia, this is him. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hand together to welcome Mr. Nathan Yeng.
Bro, you are overshoot the thing already. Just call me Nathan. Call me Nathan. Just call me Nathan.
Alright, Nathan.
Yeah. Just call me Nathan. Okay. Like what Vincent have enlightened you guys. Okay. I think sometime being in Malaysia also, I also don't know what Malaysia available to offer to the world. Until globally, those global investor telling us as well. Some of them are better than us in terms of food, in terms of place to hang out, and those that eco-tourism places. In fact, I'm not the expert. I'm not the encyclopedia, to be honest. I still Google until nowadays. I find my friend called AI. Okay, so I think I was thinking it's best for me to give you a general brief on what Malaysia, and then from there we kickstart what's available and offering. Okay. Malaysia, I think pretty much you know all this lah. Everyone know about this?
Kinabalu.
Yes, Gunung Kinabalu. I think the highest peak. In fact, but if you know about it, then pretty much there's some fact that you didn't know that it's actually third highest peak on the island, on Earth. This is something fact I also don't know. Okay, alright. I think this is KL Tower, and then I think recently in Taiwan, one of the guys who are fans of Hollywood for Tom Cruise mentioned, oh, this is appear in Mission Impossible episode 4. I said, oh, okay, you know your stuff better than me. I didn't know. Okay. Yes. The exchange at TRX, which is the land lease who are operating the mall there. This is a new financial zone just between KLCC and Pavilion Mall, Bukit Bintang. If everyone is familiar about that. And the still remain number 1, Twin Tower, the tallest, and the most iconic, which is, I think, again that fella from Taiwan telling me it appeared in the movie of Marvel this year, and this early of the year, where the actress jumped from that top of spot. It's true. I YouTube it, and then really that lady jumped from that. It's the world's 2nd tallest building. Yes, yeah, it's a magnificent view. If anyone have chances, go and check it out. The room per night is about 3,000 ringgit to as high as 10,000 ringgit if you're looking at the sizes different. But the meal is very cheap. I have it there. My wife celebrated my birthday there. So it's about, I spend 800 ringgit, husband and wife, including a whiskey drink at the lounge there. So it's about 800 ringgit, yeah. Plus the 5-course meal, yes, about that. Ringgit Malaysia. You straight away go to level 75, you ask for your reservation, your check-in is also there. Yeah. And because I don't want to talk about Malaysia and Singapore here, I just give you a perspective. Because some of the team asking, what is the exit plan? Okay, wow, I like that question. What is the exit plan? Exit plan is actually what you're going to look at. This today product, the property itself, SkyPark Kepler. It's the international foreign threshold. International foreign threshold. I sidetrack a bit. Everyone familiar with this word, right? Being agents. For the threshold, I think pretty much everyone will agree that can I have a hand that everyone know what is the Malaysia property threshold?
1 million.
1 million, right? You're right. 1 million. Ringgit, not USD, I can't afford. Okay, so in Johor, if you guys are familiar in Johor, there's some developer acquire special approval. Alright? This special approval can be as low as about 800,000, 600,000. That's why there's so many versions of it. Alright? There's, hey, you go to Penang now, Penang also have a special approval, but it's not in Penang Island, it's in Penang mainland, which is, if you're familiar, it's Batu Kawan. Okay? So coming back here, since we today talk about Johor in general, Singapore, KL, Penang, it's all about 1 mil. We just talk about these 3 economic zones. This 3 economic zones. So JB itself, my product itself, I have gotten the approval of 400K. I'm the only waterfront project that have a special approval for foreigner threshold of 400K. Okay, so my cheapest unit, you may ask, 1 bedroom, 463. Okay, like Vincent enlightened me already, I cannot hard sell. Move on to this. Okay, so talking about this country itself, these are the neighboring countries that easily convenient access to us lah. Us meaning to say Singapore lah. Us meaning to say that come to KL or JB lah. The conveniences of distances and traveling. As some also didn't know that actually we have 34 millions in terms of populations. Our age is about 30-year age. And some were asking, hey, Penang is the most Penang is the most Chinese occupied state. Not really. These are the few facts. These are got it from Department of Statistics. Okay. The highest is Selangor. What you see in Penang is because every day you see in JustCo or those prominent space, all the Chinese space. Those are the belakang one stay at kampung or the suburban one, all are Malay. 70% about it. Yes, even I'm from Penang. I'm just telling you the fact. But we are doing wonders. We under the leadership of Anwar. I'll say that we managed to score a few good results in the world global scene. I think I don't want to do that. I leave it for you all to explore about that. Come to MM2H. I think MM2H is also the latest topic in the last 2 years, especially under the new leadership of the Anwar and the new King. From the rest of the world, I'm not sure about Singapore because I think Singapore seldom people ask about MM2H. Can I have a raise of hand that anyone have a lot of inquiries on MM2H? Doris? No, no. Yeah, I think pretty much.
Last time have. Now
Put aside this MM2H for Singapore. I think MM2H only for Indonesian Chinese 华侨很有钱的超华侨，那些做生意的来到马来西亚开中油那些的有Hong Kong, China remain #1 biggest participant. Like Taiwan, just now we talk about Taiwan. Taiwan become the top 10. Out of nowhere, suddenly become the top 10 because of I think political reason or whatever. But in general, I'll say the hottest group is Malaysia. Hottest group is from China, #1, the biggest group, and Taiwan recently searched out a huge one, and then there's a rich Indian in top 10, or some Sri Lankan. Okay, those are under radar. Actually, we cannot track that one because they have their own channel coming in directly. Because so they, in a way, they are very discreet. Middle East not really. Okay. But in terms of, if you are asking my next question is for Johorian exit plan is that pretty much you are looking at those local buyer. Because why? Because you probably can buy as low as 522 ringgit Malaysia, which is equivalent to any average Joe, any average Malaysian buying capacity, which is 500,000到1 million. Of course, why I say so, because safely to say that And any top 20, we call it T20, they can only afford to, they can afford to buy 10 million or 20 million in Damansara Heights, KL. This is Beverly Hills of US. But in January, the government said it like that, medium 50. This mid-range fee is all 520 to RM 1 mil. So exit plan, you already got it. You can subsidize it, you can sell to back to Malaysians. A waterfront, an obstruct sea view project. If you happen to sell to foreigner. Okay? But if a foreigner want to sell to the foreigner, this is a crucial $1 million question. If a foreigner want to sell to foreigner, subsidies, then our project itself, with the special approval of this, you must sell second buyer 1 million. So if I want to have that opportunity of get out of it or exit plan, what we call it, help yourself choose a unit of 600-700千或者700-800千, as usually after I remove my rebate as well and whatever my price escalate along the way, you can easily reach it to 1 million. And then eventually your second market, subsidies market, wider option. But however, I think pretty much, if can, I sell to subsidies buyer, local will do. No need to focus to foreigner, right? Because after all, you're in a very safe comfort zone, right? Yeah. So far, everyone clear where I'm heading to? Because some of the agency are asking me, especially I think yesterday night, Vincent, I was going through one of the few of your colleagues asking this question as well. I think to clear it up for everyone understanding. Because being agent, we also an investor as well, right? We also a potential buyer. This one I won't talk about much because people know about Malaysia, but I just want to highlight what Johor is coming up lately in globally. So Malaysia, like Singapore, we have some uniqueness. Here's pretty much a few of them now. We should just have to recap a bit. But the good thing that quite day in day out, many of them coming to Malaysia for operations, like item number 4. Grocery, everyone know about it. Come to buy grocery, and then Vincent looking at the massage part. Then we'll give it to Vincent. Okay, Vincent, sorry. Okay. Okay, Malaysia property. Just a recap. A few things that you should know being an investor, also an agent. This is something that you should look into it. You heard of HDA, non-HDA, subsidies agreement. Anyone have questions so far before we move on? Good. But of course, I need to highlight it because one thing about HDA, Housing Development Act, which all our whatever the account open, the one that the progress billing that a buyer paid is going to take account. But however, I think in recent years, people are more alert or more educated. So people start to ask, what is, if I don't have HDA, then it's not HDA. So that HDA actually is, in short, in general, if you study the contract SPA itself for Malaysia, then your non-HDA reflect in the progressive billing. You can see very clearly the way the word legal word is very different. Quick example, non-HDA can state that a tractor come to the site, then I can claim money already. But tractor didn't enforce any work yet, didn't piling yet, I can claim already. But where under HDA, governed by the Malaysian law, then you must ensure that step, like piling, like in our contract, stage 2A, is meaning to say the piling done, certified, then you only can do the necessary. So there's a huge difference. That's why some may not aware of it, that are unsure about that. Hi guys, thanks for coming by.
Sorry.
No worries, you are just in the right time. I mean right time to highlight the next thing. Okay, I do in English and Mandarin just in case, for securing an investment like SkyPark Kepler, there's a few things need to highlight to you. Because you are running a campaign, because it's a new project itself. For everyone information, our show house just completed by this year July. So it's pretty new, okay? This is just a summary of idea, guys. Okay, assuming, because we are talking about Malaysia or foreign threshold for Malaysia properties about 1 million, right? I just put 1 million, okay, easy for everyone. So come to here, if you see the color that denoted yellow, or here I put Mandarin, offering lah, meaning you say I absorb. I will do so as well if you have this. But usually I think Singaporean or Indonesian, Chinese, they buy by cash lah, pretty much. Because my construction is 58 months, about 5 years. In average per year you pay 20%. In average, 20%. So what I want to bring everyone's attention is that you need to look at this. Which don't care which part of the world you're coming from. If you buy a Malaysian property, this is a few things that you need to do. But I also want to highlight on this 3 points is because other than that, the one that yellow denoted is pretty much is I already help you to absorb it. I already swallow in for you guys. So so you can remove, you don't need to look at this. It will be lesser lah. But I want to highlight to everyone's attention is under the recent our Prime Minister, which is also Finance Minister, Mr. Anwar, our MOT Memorandum of Transfer until December 31st is still 4% for local and foreigner. Not saying bias, but the government foreseen that there's a growth of property industry for the next 5 years, so that's why they have adjusted. For foreigner, next year onward, this will be the price. Sorry, I like to wow, but sorry. Can't help for you. So meaning you say this will be times 2. Okay, this is times 2. So yeah, of course for Malaysian we need to pay 4 lah. Can't run away. I'm a Malaysian IC. Okay. For foreigner, where it announced in the month of October last month. Yes, when we have our yearly budget, not announced in the Parliament. That is proposal. So Parliament is going through this. Then if everything go through, yes, 1st of Jan, starting. Okay. So being the developer for this scale, we have decided to swallow something, not the Panadol. Okay. All right. We decided to swallow this antibiotic. So we have helped you to cover to as possible as soon as. So I think we are so far the first developer in Malaysia that first thing when we launched the project on the month of July this year, we highlight we are the first player and only until now absorb MOT. That was the time before the change of a foreigner MOT and local MOT. So when this rolled out last month, we also swallow it, but there's a catch. So assuming today you are buying in the time that I still have this allocated budget to swallow your cases. You understand, guys? Right? So meaning you say, if today you sign up with booking fee and SPA sign, I will go and check my finance. Hey, still got okay, I'll honor to you. You sign the rebate form with the highlight of small terms. Okay, Nathan say one is really reflected in the rebate letter. Everything is legally binded lah. So you'll be there. Okay. So this is the biggest bullet so far in Johor development when you're looking at the investment opportunity. You take up your 80,000, which is quite huge, hefty. Alright? So these are just a general view of what about the rest. Okay. So far, any questions again? We are open for discuss and sharing. Oh, am I too fast? Good? Good, Alright. Gentlemen, are you settling well? Or I scared you off with the 8% thing?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, well, this one I can screenshot for you. This is just a general idea of what you're upholding eventually when you own a piece of property in SkyPark Kepler. Just to give you a ballpark idea. Alright? These are disposing of, or some say that exit plan. In terms of Malaysia, the holding cost, if you're holding for 5 years, which is 58 months, my project is 58 months, so you're looking at the 5th year. You dispose as a non-citizen, you just need to pay your real property gain tax of 10%. So this is an advantage lah. You are counting in the construction period or your SPA signing date. So you sign today, 5 years later, which I'm going to hand over, this development is 2030 TOP, the 2030 first Q. So pretty much you make sure that your agreement is 5 years and above. Then if you happen to find a player or buyer, you just get to pay Malaysian government real property tax of 10% too. Then the rest you can keep in Malaysia, or you want to bring it back to whatever country you do so. Okay. But I suggest you put in Malaysia. Thank you. Okay. The rest is just pretty much is about what you need to look into as a being buying in Malaysia. And this is just general info and knowledge for you all to understand. Because we are not really into product driven today. Okay. So just want to enlighten to safeguard everyone's interests. I think to understand where your property is coming from, are you buying the right thing or right product itself? Okay. All right. About Tropicana developers, I'll just skip over about we are 46 years in the public listed company. We've done quite a number of projects. I'll say these are all the township projects we have reflected with the D logo. Because this is our signature, we have worked with international school. In fact, St. Joseph are from your own backyard, okay? And we work with very, very closely. That's why we are the first developer who developed W in Malaysia. Of course, we have we have sold off the hotel because we are wish to do something much more focused. That is our forte, property development. The rest, golf course we retain because it's a signature. That's why we think, forgotten. Yes, if you happen to buy a SkyPark Kepler, we are working with JB Golf Tanjong Putri, as well as this golf course, magnificent FEPC award golf course, which entitle you to read the very competitive prices without applying a membership of the golf to have a tee off in the green. Some other developments, and then what we do today, we talk about is Little Waterfront Boulevard, which is I think across Kranji, about 1.4 to 1.6 kilometers away. So why Johor? Okay. Anyone familiar with SEZ, Special Economic Zone? Okay, in very short, SEZ is a very huge master plan set up by two countries. That is represent Malaysia country is Johor, the most southern tip of Asia, and Singapore, right? To get you all aware, other than you can swim over to respective country, which will be guarded by the custom or the boat. Then there's two links, Tuas or Singaporean known as second link, right? And first link, which is Johor Causeway, which this morning I drive over with my colleague Angeline. And then we are seeing the scenery beautiful of RTS completion, right? And then, which is this RTS line. Our project is located here, right? So surrounding here as what the Singapore and Johor Bahru and the federal government of Malaysia are working on is denote the places that we want to develop here. Of course here, which is the city center, we are in there. We are focused on this field. That's why players like hotel, hospitality, when they come to Lido master plan to develop our entire, they shall entitle certain rewards or so it's called incentive. They maybe have in HR, they get a talent from other country, they shall have incentive. If they are getting the bosses to come to work on that, or they form certain company or digital related, they will have incentive. These are on the bigger pictures, not the scale like us, individually. So zooming in, correct me if I'm wrong. This is Sungai Buloh, wetland, right? This is Kranji. I'm getting better and better every day. All right, and then of course Causeways, Johor Causeway, RTS from Woodland North, non-stop, one-stop to Bukit Jaga station. So everyone know how it works, RTS? Or do I need to elaborate? This one shake hand, this one shake hand. How? Okay, latest information, as everyone read in the news, is that the first train or the train is in Singapore going to deliver to JB soon to test. Last 6 months is in your own back turf where the Singapore have the first track testing it. I don't know where is the location. I think it's a secret hideout, but you guys have a place to test this infrastructure. So the train itself, RTS, is Rail Transit Link, NIM. And then these are two government set company, which this company is like 50-50 JVR. The from company, this company run this track from this point to this point, 4K only, the shorter job scope they can do, no more, right? 4 kilometers non-stop, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And then I'll say that the train itself is designed by one of the China company lah. I think it should be China government linked company. And then the color or tonality of the train itself is reflect both country, the color. You can see white, blue, red, yellow. It's reflect very clearly. So it's muhibah lah, I would say. Our project itself is actually from its entire plot thing. Down to here. And then our project, SkyPark Kepler, the first launch of the entire project township is here. From here, and one of the blue night, Angeline, right? We are driving from here, 8 o'clock p.m. We're driving, we just want to check out the distance of it. It takes us about 2 minutes only driving, leisure drive, I'm not speed. It takes about, yeah, from here, because I remember I look up on the top, is where the entire structure or mega structure of the route itself, where you all call it the City Square, right? City Square, or JBCC Comta, right? Yes, I think you guys know well than me, right? So here, so how it works for this RTS is that if I'm from Malaysia, I leave country Johor, I just do one time QR code. I reach Woodland North, no need already. I show you, I find Grab. I want to go to T5, I want to go to Marina Bay Sands, that's it. If you're from Singapore to Johor, then Woodland North is the last checking point. Okay, then you come here, that's it. You keluar, you come out from that, you say, hello Grab, I want to go to Chinatown. Okay, that's it. That's about it. Straightforward. Okay, that's how the thing go about it. Now, people talk about ETS, no more RTS. In Johor, we talk about ETS, we talk about ART already. Because that is subsequent, when 10 to 20,000 every day or more than that, the crowds coming into this country, Johor, how it disperses off. So this main artery, then the state government of Johor start to explore the alternative to disperse off this crowd, including disperse off to the far end of this part, leaving Johor, meaning you say the north-south highway heading to capital of city, Kuala Lumpur, take about 3 hours plus to drive there, you know. So these are all coming in place in the next 5 years, all right? Okay, we go back to our project location. This is where the old town, where the stations, JBCC Center. This is where the Woodlands North, right? Okay, any question on, so far we are good, huh? So project-wise, as you notice, the project is located here, where the first RTS is connecting here. So 5 to 20 kilometer radius, what I can share case to you, what I have. For those who love to shop. For those who are concerned about my ankle or my feet or my toe, these are the places, right? And for my kids, yeah, these are the places. The distance or the conveniences of international school or private school, all right? These are another visual rendering of the development itself. Our project itself is just right beside these illustrations. Because why I put it illustration? Because as everyone knew, every land have a description, plot ratio. We call it plot ratio. The higher density of the plot ratio allow me to build higher, as long as I have fund or funder lah, business partner. So within walking distance of this development to this iconic tower, I call it temporarily, I would say it's about 150 to 200 meters. If you walk across the 32-acre of park, it's about 50 meters. If you walk to culture center, just like MBS, the shape of this design, well, ours, I'm not sure whether it's designed like that or not, but it will be take about 2 to 3 stories. It's about 150 meters. Yeah. So in flat, ideally, you can see project plot 16, which is SkyPark Kepler, working with Yeng Group. Plot 2 is culture center, Centrepoint is this 32. Iconic building is here. Much more interesting, personally to me, it will be more interesting to be 5 and 6 because of the wellness, education, and assisted living. Okay.
That
So-
is also under the same development
Of course.
by your.
Yes. So 163 acres is comprising from here and the Broadway of 2.5 kilometer. You want to jogging, cycling, you want to bring your dogs, or you know. So in general nutshell, these are the concepts we want to do so. You know, a smart living between the conveniences of the 2.5 kilometer radius, and then bird eye view, just a recap. And then non-stop. Everyone familiar IF? IF phase 1. I intentionally slow down the boat to see a lot of tower. And then phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, phase 6 and 7 and 8. Mine is here. In the other angle, Sultana Amina Hospital, Monash International School, elevated ring road, directly linked to this RTS CIQ coming up. This connecting point, if you see a bit of protruding, now I cover up. Eventually, I want gotten approval, I will punch in to this irrelevant. So when I punch in, once the elevated punch down, the first thing you're going to see is the wellness and the medical and assisted living and the education place. The main access for now is here. Remember just now I said this is the location. You walk across where I develop a reclamation a bit. This will be the park. This will be the culture center. This is iconic. The rest is commercial here and there. Hospitality. We talk about offices, this kind of thing. With the bottom, the high street, 步行街里是 cover shaded. So of course, don't swing across. I say custom in between now. So distance here to there is about 1.4, 1.6 kilometer. Not so far. Construction, as I mentioned to you, these are older pictures, but it's like piling time, 2A time. I just want to enlighten today, you're going to see this picture for a while, because I intend to promote sea view, none other than that. Okay, I only need to highlight to you it's a sea view unit, southeast orientation, because the project is very new. So you have plenty of choices to look at those beautiful units at a very reasonable and competitive price. Okay. This floor is about 20 over to 30 over story. So you're looking at Singapore shoreline, JB shoreline, the causeway and the RTS if you are buying higher floor enough lah. Right. Anyone familiar with Bayan? And who doesn't know Bayan? No, I'm not referring to onion. Bayan Group, everyone know hospitality, if everyone familiar with. This project itself, even though it's the first project, we have taken a lot of effort to work with something that international level. I'll say that's why we selected Bayan. Is we are rolling off the first thing. Eventually, we shall have Marriott, we shall have LSY, we shall have Accord, those under all the branches. Because as I mentioned to you, this township itself shall have occupied hotel, hospitality, shall occupy offices with a floor plate of different sizes here and there. All right. So likewise, in Johor, we are actually recognized as the first branded residence. Pretty much in KL, what the branded, you have St. Regis, you have Ritz-Carlton, you have Four Seasons. Those players is in the city itself. We are here. Ever see my finger point, right? Here. Of course, everyone familiar is who? Here. Who doesn't know Bayan Tree? Right? I mean, including my son. Right? I mean, for Penang, people will know Angsana. Penang Angsana Hotel. Under, of course, is hospitality, spa, F&B. But to our understanding, after we approach with them, I would say they pretty much want to focus this guy, or this guy, or this guy, or this guy. Because they're heading to branded now. In the world itself, including Singapore, you guys may never heard of this SkyPark. But in actual fact, 5 years ago, SkyPark started from Phuket, Laguna, that area. They are the first testing ground, and then now, world's second country to do so will be Malaysia, Johor. So definitely they will spend a lot of money to boost this brand up. Okay. That's why they also put themselves in a very high remark to position in the future. In fact, they are heading there already. In the latest Saville report, they are in 2024, 2023, they are pretty much in the top 5. Compete with all the Taikor, those that you know of. Reason like just now, Marriott, of course, Marriott have a lot of branches. They have kick-start many years ago. Famous in the Asia one, called Four Seasons, Hilton, Hyatt, IHG. Radisson, maybe not really. Also, yes, Emma is Southeast Asia, is in Middle East. The present globally, for your understanding, which why we highlight to you guys about buyer so much is because the bonus is behind, because you are not buying a property, you are buying a property that Bayan Group themselves have been involved in maintaining your garden, landscape facility, as well as managing your short term. Why I use short term, not hotel? Because they are branded resident. And then I think people like to hear short term or preferable Airbnb, right? That's where the ROI number come to, right? So these are in general network that's still expanding, and then this under the exchange program, different from Airbnb, Bayan Group have an exchange program that everyone like to hear of, which under the Century Club. Once you own a piece of SkyPark Kepler, if you surrender your unit and then participate with the Bayan Group plan, meaning you say you're signing with Bayan Group, not Tropicana. I'm nobody, I'm just a developer. But my partnership is very important to have a sustainable return, right? So Bayan Group is working with us, so they come up with this program itself. So you shall be rewarded with this if you decided to go ahead. How you move on, let me show you later. But in general, you shall entitle, in general, very layman saying, you shall entitle 15 days, 15天, 15 days, which convert to point form in order for them to according to the global Bayan Group hospitality, easy to count. So if you don't spend that 15 days, you burn the 15 days per year. I give you 10 years. Okay, so 10 years per year, 15 days, 150 days, 150. So you want to bring your lover, husband or wife, up to you. Alright, this is what just I highlight to you. The days are attributed to a monetary value. So to put an example, today I'm here in Singapore. I'm a SkyPark Kepler owner. I want to go to Bali. Bali have also under Bayan Tree or Bayan Group Hospitality. So if I know I'm going there with someone, then I can do earlier advanced check-in. So I can go through the global platform, which they will respond 24/7. Then they will respond accordingly and then share with you with your SkyPark Kepler. This year you didn't use anything from, example, 15 days you equal to 100,000 points, example. Then you're going to Bali, Bayan Tree, okay? So maybe that room itself costs you USD 2,000, right? So in that saying, USD 2,000 equal to your 15 days point, probably I will entitle you 3 days only at Bayan, Bali. So you stay free for 3 days, you burn the 15 days in exchange of that 3 days in there. So however, after that, what should you do? Your lover say, I want to stay the 4th day. Then I will suggest you go for this. Okay. Where am I? Okay, it isn't reflected here. But if you want to stay the 4th day or onwards itself, you shall be rewarded with as high as 30% of discount room rate for F&B. It's reflected in accordance with the contract they signed to you. But however, I think much more important is how do I enroll with this kind of programs. If I decided to, surrender my unit, I surrender after I collected the key, how it works. So I collected the key, I do the norm thing, which is inspection, right? Because my house, right? After the inspection done, then before that, I also have the idea I want to surrender. So if you want to surrender, I prefer you choose Tower B because it's full furnished. to the spec that Bayern Group acceptance. Alright? If you happen to buy Tower A, I only offer you partly furnished. Partly furnished, you need to do a full furnished spec at your own cost. And 5 years later, the cost of effective lah, which may be higher, inflation lah, right? So by the time you decide to dry, and then the Bayern Group come and inspect it, so you need to answer yourself which program you want to join. It related to consequences here and there. Usually people will go for investment. So people will go for lifestyle, it's pretty much, they have a swing of mood sometime. They probably want to stay 3 months, they probably stay 6 months. Then I cannot put you in that program. Because you are very own using. Or you call yourself weekend home, say so.
Summer house.
Yes, yeah, or timeshare, this kind of thing. So you cannot, I can pull you in and put you back and then to entitle to that whatever benefit and ROI, right? So that's the thing about it. So far, any questions?
So Banyan Tree will manage your unit for you?
For the buyer.
For the buyer.
Okay, this is a project land. Land is about 4 acres, right? I have 2 towers, Tower A, Tower B. Tower A partly furnished, Tower B full furnished. Alright? The way why we design so, because we recognize that some buyers want to do a yearly rental only. I give you a kickstart. I don't want to sell the unit. Kickstart, meaning you say I have your preliminary offering like kitchen, aircon lah. You should give aircon, right? You keep start, I give you a water heater tank, this kind of thing, or some electrical goods and appliances. But if I want to be intention day one, hey bro, you approach me, you want to sell me an investment plan, I want to get an ROI, you know my habit already. I might as well hassle-free, full furnish, that kind of thing. But of course, Tower A, Tower B, and the entire 4 acres of landscape itself shall be maintained by Yeng Group. So they take the effort of treat it as their own hotel lah, in a way. Then they'll put their concierge, their whole infra hardware there. That's why I have 8 lifts per floor, 1 lift just dedicated for Yeng Group. You just imagine yourself, if you have luggage, they have a different access bring to your room, right? That different access.
So are you saying that whoever buys this and do a
Yes, sir.
investment option or
If they decided to do
exchange
it,
option,
yes.
so the owner will pay for the unit, isn't it? Is it what you're saying? Owner will pay for the unit, and then if you go for this exchange program or what? Sorry, I'm late, but
Okay, no
if
worries.
you go for this exchange program, all you get as an ROI is a 15-day.
No.
Stay here,
Okay.
or what?
In general perspective, okay, if you are looking at surrender your unit itself to this Yeng Group Hospitality, then you shall be well aware that they shall help you to run as a short-term or hotel style, to let go. So in return, you shall get an ROI of about 5 to 7% net. Okay. So the rest of the thing, like what I just mentioned, 15 days per year for the next 10 years, is equivalent to turn into a point form, shall entitle a special reward to you for you to have a stay in other participant exchange program under Yeng Group Hospitality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a monthly maintenance?
Of course, maintenance is like just like you buy a property in Singapore as well. If I buy 30 residence or Xeon project itself in launch, I think you also need to pay a maintenance fee. So the maintenance fee is
But when we go for this exchange program, besides the 5 to 7 plan, 5 to 7 ROI, I'm very sure Bayan also takes a cut, right?
But 5 to 7%, good question, sir. 5 to 7% itself is after the net of 60-40. So you get 60, I get 40.
So if Bayan
not me, Bayan get 40.
I know.
Yeah.
So if Bayan takes a cut of this ROI, right?
Yes.
Why is the owner the only one paying for the monthly maintenance?
There's certain owner decided to go for this program.
I know. Yes. I mean, if you go for this stuff, what you were saying just now, something like 10 years thing, is it? So after 10 years, the unit is returned to us.
If you want to sign up minimum of 1 year or as high as much as 10 years, up to you, sir.
Yeah, so the maximum span is 10 years.
If you wish to, or 11 year or 12 year. I just
So-
give you an idea.
So after this, when the 11 year, the start of the 11 year, the owner takes back this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the depreciation of all the furnitures and all that, who bears the cost? The owner.
Yes, it's wear and tear thing. Just like the rest, if you are just buy a typical houses in Mauritius or Hong Kong, if you are doing a rental itself, you will need to look into the wear and tear thing. But of course, being a hoteler,
Yes. If I'm the owner
yes,
and I buy this property, okay, and I decide to rent this out maybe for the first 10 years,
mm-hmm.
I may see a higher ROI, you see, and this higher ROI may compensate for this fair wear and tear thing. No?
Don't get you, sir. Okay.
If I buy a property
Buy a property, yes.
and I decide to rent it out,
Okay, yourself, you're saying you do your own rental.
every year I rent it out, my expected return may be higher than 5 to 7% because nobody takes a cut after that, right?
Oh, yes. But in general itself, it's entirely to you. But
Yeah.
what
So if nobody takes a cut after that, I get a higher ROI.
Mm.
Then that makes it more equitable to the owner who suffer this fair wear and tear cost to all the furniture, all the fitting, all the maintenance, all the repair, isn't it?
Well, if you are looking at that way, we are not. If you are buying this project itself, you cannot get third-party operator because we sign a long-term contract.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to get things in perspective.
So just to 5 to 10%, so 5 to 7 is the net which you receive, right, after all the cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
In general, that's
Right.
what.
Yeah. So from that is your net income as such, right?
Your net income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think his question was maybe he's getting confused by that 5 to 7%. After that also there's a cut from the the operator.
As I mentioned to you, 5 to 7% is
5
your
to 10%
is
is
after
net,
the
okay.
60-40
Yeah.
Divided. Yes.
So nobody touches that portion, right?
That's
5 to-
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 to 7%.
So do we have to pay tax on this ROI?
Yes, definitely. Because to Malaysia, every property itself, you still need to pay the tax. Yes. Yeah.
So you may get tax in Singapore and tax in Malaysia.
I'm not sure about Singapore because you are buying property in Malaysia, you are paying Malaysian tax. This is also appeal to other projects as well. Yeah, it's similar.
Secondly, this maintenance,
Sorry,
very
sir, I
over
didn't
the-
get your name.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my name is Gerard. Anyway,
Gerard, hi.
this is a freehold.
Yes.
Okay. So at the end of the day, who decides when to increase the maintenance,
Joint management board.
which is run by?
You guys are the owner, and then you guys shall be equipped with the right to increase or reduce yearly, depend to the AGM that you participate or not.
So
Pretty much like the same like Singapore.
Bayan Group through its subsidiary does not have the overall say to say
Uh,
every year I want to increase another 10%.
Okay, House Rule stated that you must clearly pass to Bayan to hand over to manage it, and then which we are working with Bayan as we speak now legality. But in terms of increase of the so-called services fee, also I think you refer to in general. Services fee itself are like concierge or as per request services Then that one is based on the rate hotel set But in terms of maintenance fee, as long as managed well, it will be retained, or probably if not managed well, then it shall be increased or reduced if it's better managed. In general, like what Singapore have gone through for the past 10 years, all the properties that are being formed there with JMB.
Okay, then for owners who don't want this exchange but want to use it,
Own use,
Itself.
so you refer to own use, Gerald?
yeah. All the utilities, is this classified under commercial or residential?
The land itself is commercial,
So the utilities you pay is commercial rate,
correct?
which will be higher than residential.
15%? 1.5 in general. Say like because in Malaysia, for everyone understanding, in Malaysia itself you have residential, right, sir? And then you have commercial. Sorry. So in residential, usually in Malaysia term we call it condominium. But nowadays, more and more developers are only decided to do commercial project. This is about their interest, not me. Interest of their commercial decision, and also because of they found that people start to accept more and more project which is sit on commercial land. So that's why those 10 to 15 years ago, investors they tend to hear a lot of condominium. This term now we start to phase out. You will start to hear more and more service residences, service apartment. Because once you label that, meaning you say that land itself stated very clearly is commercial. So for a general perspective, I mean, these are understood for Malaysian buyer, but being a foreigner, this is maybe some educational point of view. Yeah.
The property tax between the commercial and the residential, what's the difference?
Come again, commercial?
The property tax or the land tax, or they call it what, cukai or?
Cukai tanah or this, I more precisely call it assessment of quick rent. Assessment of quick rent, which in Malaysia is, just help me understand, sir. Is it in Singapore the quick rent or assessment pay every month?
Annually.
Annually. One time only annually.
Yeah.
So it happened in the early of the first Q or
January.
you come to your house, pop.
No, I send you the bill.
Yeah, come to your house lah. Okay. So it's the same. In Malaysia, whether you buy Penang, KL or JB, which under the jurisdiction of the council, where all come from federal which is Putrajaya. So it itself is highlighted very clearly. So you definitely whether talk about first Q, definitely of every first 6 months will come. So you can say January, February or March they will come one bill. June or July or May they come already second bill. So per year, yearly basis, 2 times. First and second.
6 month basis.
Yeah. In general, you're talking about that. Yes. Yeah.
Percentage of the tax?
I don't have a number now. There's definitely a vary.
Yeah, residential and commercial. Sure,
Yes.
there's a
Let me see whether I have it here.
Different state also different.
Oh, of course.
no difference.
Of course. Just like you are in a ballpark, ideally, I would say that if you are buying a less developed state, you'll be cheaper. Because it's all fall back the same thing. 羊毛出在羊身上的啊。So if a city itself or state itself is developed as like KL, JB or Penang itself, pretty much they are considered as a bandaraya or city level. Whereas if you go to second tier or third tier places like Ipoh, Negeri Sembilan, Melaka, then or Sarawak, Kuching, Bintulu, it is definitely cheaper. Likewise, if you value your property itself, the value will be higher, which is a credential for you, showing that your places to buy address itself means something higher price. I don't have it here, maybe.
Point 1 and point 1A. This for John.
Yeah, you can take it as a guide, but I wouldn't say it's final because it's still authority as set up. You can share with this lady. Alright? So, project info, I would say that we have 3 choices, A, B, C, highlighted in terms of 1 bed, 1 bath, 2 bed, 2 bath. We developed quite a less unit for these sizes and these sizes. We are more focused on this because looking at the global potential market we want to do also. In terms of what else I can share with you? Yes, car park, inclusive of visitor car park, and then in terms of maintenance fee. So in the ballpark range, 55 cents per square foot, you're talking about ringgit Malaysia, 200 to 300 ringgit averagely for per type you're looking at in terms of maintenance fee. Okay. in terms of visual, be something like that. Blue color is ground floor, where lobby as well as shop block. This level onward, 2 to 8 is car park multi-level. Level 9 is facility common area. Sizes about 100,000 square foot. And I'll say for level 10, the lowest residential floor to 21. This is 24 unit. This is lesser from 22nd to 54. Alright? Facility, I'll just give a glance through in general. Floor layout, okay, just now I highlighted lift Y for tower B, tower A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are for Bayern use, the 8 lift, emergency staircase, same likewise here. So 7 lift for resident, 1 lift for Bayern. And then sea view unit, I'm just focusing is this row, house number, type, as well as tower, this row. So meaning to say it's looking at the southeast orientations. Lesser unit on level 22 onwards. So some we find much more interesting. Right? Layout. These are the fully fitted visual rendering for type A, B, and C. These are the ROI. This one I elaborate a bit, but this one you can ask from teammate, or I can screenshot for you later to give you a ballpark of what if assuming that 70% are occupied, based on ROI is about 6.7 plus, based on 60%, based on 50% ROI, just in case everyone have a knowledge of that. Using these sizes of the unit itself, based on my current offering, my package, my net, my rental per day, per night. But of course, this one I reflect in the next page I share you. I estimate occupancy, my total gross, rental, that's my expenses. The 40%, remember just now I'm talking about? 60-40? Yeah. But if assuming, because Bayern Group have their own platform and their own direct access on the bayerngroup.com. So if they have Bayern Group, like Bayern own supporter or follower or member, then you don't need to go to booking.com, you don't need to go to C-Trip, you don't need to go to Agoda. So your 40% will be lower lah. If every room occupied or sold, then it will be lower, then it will be safer for you. You have a much more advantage. Estimate rental, less maintenance fee. Net, to answer some of your concern questions. Alright. So come to the next page.
Sorry,
Yes.
your this occupancy rate,
Yes.
how is the percentage calculated? Based on the total amount of units available in both blocks, or based on the amount of people, owners who want to engage in this scheme?
Based on the overall. Because engaging scheme you can't tell yet because you don't know. Yeah. Okay.
So if you base on the overall, let's say half the owners decide not to do in this kind of rental scheme. Okay, that means only half the unit
700 over unit.
is engaged in this kind of scheme. So this 700 over units is considered as 100% or 50%?
It's 50%. But of course, the detailing that we need to wait for the Bayern Group to generate out their agreement first. Because as we speak now, Bayern Group is finalizing and localize it Malaysian way of operating to equip and then fall to buyers. Because in general, they have a template of Bayern Group contract for global, because they have global presence. But in come to detailing part, we have forward the Malaysian mindset and culture and concern to them. So they are fine-tuned the detailing as we speak. So that's why they are also not rushing to get you guys to decided to confirm to sign out as well. We only finalize every buyers on 2029, probably 6 months beforehand, TOP. This give you plenty of time to commit before you sign on the dotted line for the buy-in group, and then you find I'm disappointed or I regret something like that. So it give you plenty of time, 4 years to over the years. Think about it. Okay. So your business partner will enlighten you guys or remind you guys eventually come by the date itself. These are some of the rates comparatively for Sheraton. Just opened, I think a couple of months only. Agoda, you can check it out. The price is 650, 480. These are all. I've forgotten, my teammate went to it, but these are done it earlier. Okay, so at least you know what we are looking at comparatively with what I'm setting my price. And compare with the rest of the price for one of the days. And then these are the schedule which we proposed, forecast timeline, and then what we anticipate for the stages of MOT, when it happened, and then the 24 defect liability period. And then just to give you illustrations, selected two better for your understanding, then facing the view of this view itself, this view, these orientations, it shall be 2 bed, 2 bath, 667. If you go for Tower A partial, Ringgit Malaysia, Sing dollar is 2.2, based on that rate. If you are looking at higher floor, you have 7% rebate. Here, I'm not sure whether my calculation on the conversion right or not. 26th floor, same floor, but of course it's partly the full furnished. This price, I have a special rebate of here. I give you shaded car park, 2 years maintenance fee and shuttle bus services, SP and LA. Additional 1 year Wi-Fi broadband and stamp duty. So far, any questions?
How about the legal fee?
Sorry?
Legal fee?
Oh, total.
Legal fee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, it's fine. You can see?
this overall land area,
You mean the entire?
the entire is reclaimed land, right?
Yes.
How many years has this reclaimed land?
We started to reclaim in the early years of now it's 2035. Early 2010, safely to say, and then we completed everything settling down. Completed 2017, 2018. You can find it YouTube, Google.
Okay.
And then from there, state government officiate in the private event, not the open event. By 2018, 2019, then COVID came, and then we decided to let it settle until now. Then we start to build the first project.
So Bayan Group developing this
Not developing, Bayan Group working with us, coming in as a hospitality.
Oh, so sorry, you all are Lido, is it?
We are developer.
Developer.
Master plan is Lido Waterfront Boulevard.
So you all are going to develop all this as a master plan.
Correct. Together with our future potential business partner. When I mention future potential business partner, meaning to say your Singapore Guaco Land, or CDL, or Kepler is all the potential, including some of Middle East or Indian business partner as well.
Sorry, you're not sounding crass, but
No.
this is a dream lah.
No, this is what we are working on.
Working on.
Yes.
It's concrete or it's just a.
We are building we are developing a waterfront project together with the planner from New York, SOM, working on this entire waterfront program.
Sorry,
Of course,
because
with the 22 acres apart.
I'm just as an ordinary person.
Yes, Jared.
I'm just looking at the current project that you have in JB, you see,
Oh, of course.
and all the dark news about
Bright
Post City and all that.
Hey.
Like,
Mention the name,
so
Power
when-
City. No
when
need to
things
talk
doesn't
about stuff.
and things doesn't fall in line due to whatever reason, political reason, whatever. None of this will come true, you see.
I would say that we are doing a township. It takes years to come.
Sure. But if I mean, we are ordinary people trying to,
You are listening for ordinary guy as well.
yeah. So,
Yeah, Jared, no,
I'm worried, no?
you worry.
Yes.
Likewise as well.
Like-
Me as well.
So the whole stretch will take like 10, 15, 20 years to complete?
25.
Okay.
Safely to say 25. Because
Okay.
it's an actual fact. Building a development, just like Johor, everyone know, or you know about Shenzhen, it takes about 30 years to come today. Right?
No, I'm talking about this
Yes,
product.
it takes about 25. 25.
So all this year
I
there
have-
will be a lot of construction, noise, dust
We, of course,
next to it, like it's for 10, 20 years.
same like every city you buying. Just is because it's bare plot of land, you can see with your bare eye very clearly. So imagine our human behavior of straight, there's a construction. But of course, being a construction arm that our project team are managing also, there will be definitely a timeline and selected area we shall work on. So definitely we won't be like 163 acres entire slice, right? Okay. So I won't be building here and then I plot here, develop here. This is not master planning. This is not about plan. You should be planned accordingly. So I count him here, here, that's it. Yeah. I mean, frankly speaking, I mean, if everyone look at this visual, right? Okay.
This will be after 25 years.
Okay, I'm not talking about that. On this visual wise, you see, we in the technical term, I have 19 plot. I have 19 plot, 19 plot. So of this master plan, put this as a one piece of it. This I'm looking at Singapore Singapore. So 19 plot, I'm building this plot. This plot is called plot 16. So like this guy actually I haven't launched it, but we know it's plot 19. So plot 19 we are conceptualizing that. Just like today, you're looking at Merdeka 118, it's not 2 days story. It takes about more than 10 years also planning before Turner and Towser, all these main coin coming in to be elected, selected. So I just telling you today, you guys are looking at a township development. Likewise, like some of you all have this mindset, which I also including me. Buying a Johor, yes, there's a plenty of project choices as well. So it's just like today you open the window, or next 5 years when you own that unit TOP, you open that window itself, do you have a thing to see or view or what? I'm just giving you a clean sheet to create an opportunity. Likewise, when you buy other project itself, I say that pretty much everyone is selling the instant result which you can see clearly. No wrong. It's just you give yourself by today coming in to give yourself an opportunity to see what will be this transformation, which this keyword will be very useful. Others you cannot see. Others are rely on who? 200 meters to the RDS, 300 meters to RDS, where there's bunch of huge development that area shall be selling on the same similar idea, but still don't have waterfront or sea view. And sea view, as you know and I know, globally, this is a fascinating project. When you talk about sea view, everyone like to own a piece of sea view, right? Because it's a sea view. Just like today, I have capacity to own a KLCC Twin Tower. I want to have that permanent view, right? That's why some of the project in KLCC, past 10 years, they have straight away have unblocked KLCC Twin View, open your living hall. It's crazy the price. It still became there. To give everyone the idea. Alright. So come to next slide. I want to enlighten is that ignore about this. This I didn't manage to remove it. Okay. I want to tell about this 3%. Because this 3% is different from nil. Okay. Because as I mentioned to you all from the beginning, I have a campaign running. So don't ask me how. It's just the bosses give me this direction. I just sell it to you guys. Okay. Of course, more rebate, more shock more happening you know. I can gain more you know. But as I always sharing with all the business partner and clients, the campaign running, don't know when it's going to end. I don't know when, because the bosses give a timeline. If they find that the allocated budget Finish off, no more. Simple as that. Just like the crucial part, MOT. I can offer you as safe as 80,000 or as high as 8%. If tomorrow I drive back on the way, I receive entire bosses message part, 8% pullback, no more. I can't do anything. It's just based according to the booking date. This one is pretty much, just to recap again, these are the things that just now I highlighted to you guys, and then, that's the end of my session. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. Okay, do you all have any questions on Nathan? Because if not, then outside is the
There's some
is it ready?
refreshment. I think they are setting up as already.
Are they ready or not?
I'm not sure. They didn't say.
Anybody knows?
Is this the
Yes.
first development in this first
Master plan. Yes.
first block?
Yes, first.
Okay. I think the more crucial part you need to ask me, ladies, what is the second project? When is the second launch?
Okay.
You not worry about first, because first I already piling. I sure die must complete it. Okay? Because or else my face don't, my country don't have face. Okay, easily. I think it's better. I don't have title. Sorry, I'm using this slide. Okay. Allow me to take a 5-second sit. Okay. Everyone can see here, very clear, everyone? Alright, okay. I think the world have changed. IT has helped us a lot. Okay. Let me get orientation right first. I'm looking at Singapore, right? Central Gulf, Kranji, coastal, Sungai Buloh wetland. Forest City is there. Tuas second link is there. Alright. Look at my palm, my palm is here. Okay. This plot of land, of course, superimposed, 25 years later. Okay. I have a park to develop right beside 32 acre plus this culture center. Okay. There's some commercial, highly dense office tower over here. Existing is like all these highlighted, Monash University right across us. This hotel already acquired by YTL. They are in the midst of transformation if you all read the news. And then, stop me or need my explanation. City Square just now, Doris, your City Square is here. CIQ, the RTS is here, which is as high as 7 to 8 story height still. John Causeway, Woodland, Changi lah. Okay. So,
What is the next development after this? Where
yes, let me try to showcase better view. See whether I can see it here.
Is it my neighbor?
Okay,
Correct,
okay,
yeah.
alright, this is better. Now it's so helpful, right? Last time it's so jialat, to sell properties. Okay, let me zoom further. Oh, cannot zoom already. Alright, the denoted turquoise color is the site of the about 4 acres. So, sorry, I pakai this a bit. Tower B, Tower A. Okay, all that facing here, southeast view unblocked. Okay, this is plot 16. To developer, we have a code name or the project name. So this is plot 19. Okay, come to that later. Okay, plot 16, plot 14, plot 15 is the phase 1 of the entire development.
okay.
So just now you asked me the construction progress, we shall complete these 3 first. The one nearest, because we recognize this is phase 1 under the master plan of 163 acres. And then right beside plot 14, right beside plot 16, right beside plot 15, I have the wellness, educational, and then medical and assisted living here. Whereas this elevated road, I have built a big You see the protruding this thing? It will be punched down all the way and then connect to the rest of artery lah. I call it the root lah. So, okay. So yes, I will do a bit of reclaim here, extend my garden, my park here, and then that's where the culture center, like the spiral visual rendering here, and some office tower here. I think 2 or 3 somewhere here. Yes. To give you what I can share to you is what behind the scene we are not only working, we are working on this, and this, and some of the development as well. So the next project to launch is this, Block 14, the one that, which is right beside the road. Okay, what will be there? As per now, our business development team are engaging with the global hospitality. There will be one hotel there. Just to give you an update as per now. All right. I cannot disclose who we are there because I have signed a non-disclosure agreement with them. Okay.
How high is the hotel?
The last we talked is about 30. 30-story.
So it's about the same as the residential.
Residential is 54.
44.
So the water body in the building, is this just a still one, or is it like a man-made lake, or is it
It's an onsen.
Huh?
It's an onsen. No, I'm just joking.
No, I mean, it's like can be like still.
Chill. Huh? It's not onsen. Okay. To the government authority, it's called lagoon.
Lagoon.
It's called lagoon. The official name that the government calls is a lagoon. But who owns the lagoon? Alright, this lagoon is private owned. I don't know who is the owner. I can tell you that. Okay, not onsen, just chill.
I'm just wondering whether it's going to have any water sports there and things like that, you know.
If you ask me, unlikely. Okay. Alright.
So we don't know who is the owner.
I don't know.
What's
Trust
the
me.
fun of your?
Don't bring that thing out, Gerald. I don't know, really, I don't know. Who know? I don't know. I really don't know. Vincent is doing the recording, I don't know.
Fresh water or salt
Okay.
water body.
It's not the sea, it's not the sea. There's a
No
junior
canal. Oh, it's range. Okay, it's part of the sea.
So nighttime, these are the location. I mean to give you an idea where's the plot land. So I only promote you this view only because I have available plenty of it. You see, because I'm just new launch. If maybe 2 years you're going to see my face, hey, you tap on my shoulder and say, hey Nathan, I get to see you again. Okay, I've forgotten you, sorry. But I can tell you that I probably definitely won't sell sea view anymore because I don't have sea view. Because it's new launch, I can sell sea view. Definitely in future I'm going to say, hey, why not you choose a bit of sea view? But with this kind of price lah, with this kind of discount or rebate lah. As usual, new launch is always have a bit of benefit, right?
Q1 20.
Okay. What else I can share?
Is the residential and the hotel concurrently construction will be going on? Right?
You mean the next plot of land?
Yeah.
Definitely, because by law, under one single plot of land, I need to, I'm bound and bind by the contract. I need to deliver. Even the hotel itself, definitely they won't be wait for the resi developers or I think another 2 years strict time because they also concerned about the occupancy. They also need to do a forecast. A lot of things they involving. So it's very unlikely to wait either party off.
So 2030 the hotel will be ready as well. Right?
Okay, good question. Timeline. I think too many info.
Yeah.
Okay, this project 2030 first quarter, first buyer shall be receive the letter notification to collect key. 58-month construction period, 58. Okay, and then definitely I won't wait until 2030 to launch my second project. If I sold about 60 to 70%, or if I escalate the speed of selling globally, then I can start to ready the thing. That's why, different from other developers, because they buy tiny plot of land, just stand alone, and then they move on. I call that is boutique developer, right? So they are sourcing the land while they are selling the current development. Whereas here, our role is we are promoting the current land project itself and nurturing the product of the entire land, Lido master plan, to help you to have more value eventually when you've gotten the key. So it's two different games you are looking at. So here once you coming in, you are waiting for us developer to elevate your living lifestyle and your capital appreciation. Different. Others, you going in, you may have the instant result of RTS is walking distance, which is the hottest topic nowadays. But instantly after that, you're going to have the same 10 to 20,000 people will say, oh, RTS is also walking distance. So you maybe have the current of saying forecast of 7% rebate, 4 to 7% of ROI. Then eventually entire market flooded with 20,000 of units that all are walking distance of. You probably won't get 2% also.
So any plan to extend RTS to here?
No.
No, RTS is
I also don't want to be there. But of course to answer you, sir, and the rest, the Menteri Besar, the Johor Menteri Besar recently, in the last 6 months, in out Singapore have spoken to Lawrence Wong. This is not I'm bullshit on it. It's the fella news. You can check it out. Lawrence Wong have highlighted in the news media also that they are exploring RTS2. Where the RTS2 shall be target from Tuas to City. So to me, I don't bother lah. Because I'm in the middle of both of the world. I'm equally good. You are calling from the future Tuas, I'm good. You have the current on my left, it's already existed, I'm there. I'm in the middle of all, getting all the vibes, all the chi they call it. Right? So it's good, nothing to worry about. So yes, sir, RTS2 is actually in the very preliminary talk. This is the one where the Menteri Besar Johor is lobbying, but I think Lawrence Wong didn't mention anything. But he did highlight in the news lah. Yes. Okay.
Do we have a local LRT network in the works?
There's an ART. And automated rail transit. Similar like what Angeline have enlightened me also.
The European track.
Yes.
Yeah,
on the ground one, right? Yes.
On the grounds.
Yeah.
They will simultaneously with the car. So it's kind of like what Nathan was saying. The state of government is trying to help to disperse the traffic flow in Johor.
Correct.
Yeah.
But of course, whether it's ART on the ground or elevated RT to be confirmed target by year end or next year early lah, because they are pre-select to who's the winner. So far the news have highlighted, you can also Google again, the news highlighted there's 3 finalists already. So when they announce the winner, definitely they will announce the route lah. Then they will take up the job scope. I think pretty much that is the next thing to talk about. But however, in Malaysia, to me, I'm much concerned is the disperse of. I'm not concerned about RTS. RTS is there. It is just how the next thing ETS, ART going to help the surrounding. And then, if standing from a developer point of view, I think much more important what developer is willing to do for the sustainable of next 10 to 20 years. Yeah. So as an investor, if I asking, I'm a Penang boy. I come to JB. If I buy, I will say that I will definitely think about. I won't think about RTS because that is not my forte to buy. But I will think about sustainable, because eventually, if probably Jared, this may be your next question, that if Johor overwhelming too much of unit sell, do I have some unique selling point other than the RTS to talk about? Nothing. Not a single of you and me have the solution. Whereas when that maybe happen 4 or 5 years, I'm actually growing my township itself, blossoming, extending more and more rewards. I can tell you, once my completion of 32 acres of green park by the sea, none in Johor can claim that away. Even the outsider, the buyer from Arden, IF, there to walk to bring their dogs to, leash their dog here. You can't. I'm selling a lifestyle total package. So my market segment is much more higher than the rest average show.
The park is for public use or just for
public 32 acres. Just imagine itself.
Serve you better.
Serve you better. It's just like your serve a platters in front of you. Just a 2 minutes walk across the street, which you can consider privately for.
So-called as a resale value ah.
I would say
Added.
I would say that you are selling total package, no? You're selling a total package. I'm not selling for just a ROI investor. I'm not focused only on RTS investor. I'm selling a whole range bunch of people who maybe eventually they are for retirement, weekend home, sea fund lover. I'm not selling concrete jungle. Where definitely you already see the progress. I have some Taiwanese who are coming to JB 10 to 15 years ago, and now they're like, wow, concrete is like booming up for the last 2 years. Yeah, they hardly come to JB lah for Taiwanese. But for them to have this kind of statement itself, in the city itself, you're going to have a jungle concrete, which is true. Yeah. So everyone will be definitely, so that one, everyone, you're going to see 10 or 1,000. If it's a good sign, 10 to 20,000 or more walking that elevated shape to the RTS or CIQ, which is a good thing. But eventually you start to concern day-to-day safetiness. You start to concern what kind of people, crowds that you want to associate with. You start to concern the next social issue impact, right? And then you start to have, am I competitive enough for my neighbor unit? I want to get an ROI of 5. Probably they throw 20 bucks, Sing dollar, they get a 6.5. Are you competitive now? You must ask yourself now that questions. And that's why, even now today, I sell you a seafront because none of any Johor new project have a seafront. That including elevated living lifestyle. That one is something that other cannot take away. Which we are developing an add-on value for you in the next 10 years.
It's not a mass market.
Yes. So when you don't have a mass market product between you, you are among the holding power. Market come, market go, worse, you still can hold. You just don't drop it. You just don't release. This is evident in the last COVID. Those that strong playholder or address right. Hey, COVID, okay, I stay put at house only. Right? So it's a very different ballgame.
So this rental by Bayan Group, which group of tourists do they expect?
I would
to
say that.
swarm this area?
Don't say swarm lah. But I love it, I love the swarm word. Okay, it's pretty much is to give everyone in the same perspective for what we are targeting. This is not also from my side story, this is also from Bayan. They've done study for a few rounds already. So Japan, Korean, Taiwanese of course, and some Malaysians who are looking for a short-term staycation. So these are all the potential. And of course, business interest related party. Countries, okay, we can say Singaporean, you can say, I would say like what I say, sharing with you, I won't be dedicated, focus on the selected group of Singaporean or those who stay in Singapore. I'm saying I'm targeting more wider group. Wider group probably including your parents who old age but still want to sustain that kind of much more elevated living. I call it elevated living. But when you cannot find this kind of product itself, when you know that 1 to 3 conversion, but I still want to sustain it in my older age, I can get it at SkyPark. Whereas you get others, you can't get this surrounding public amenities. You don't expect your old folks bring your son come down within the CIQ walk, hopping your golden retriever at that area.
So, I mean,
that kind of living lifestyle that we are targeting group lah.
based on your this one, I mean,
Yes,
what is there to attract tourists to come to this place?
Again, I'm not targeting
I mean,
tourists.
if you talk Japan, you got cherry blossom lah, you got autumn colors lah, you got Mount Fuji lah, you got don't know what lah. But down here, what is there to attract?
The front view.
Besides the street view.
No, about street view. You know, basically, I think what we are looking at is those who stay longer term, those who come for kids, medical, they are called or old age retirement. The tourist thing itself come and go.
No,
Yeah.
tourists.
Tourists maybe stay because they are looking, because tourists that probably they already have Bayan Group membership globally. So in their pool itself, they definitely have a free, like I just now mentioned, you have as high as 30% of discount or early price, right? you should stay there. You won't choose Marriott because you have the sense of ownership itself already. Like Marriott international holder, definitely they select Marriott hotel first, right? Chances are very high.
So what is the term for that investment? Like if you tie up with Bayan, what is the
Term is
minimum? What is the minimum duration you need to be like the contract period?
With Bayan,
Yeah.
1 year minimum.
And even if there is no occupancy, they will guarantee like 5% on the lower side.
Well, there's nothing as guarantee because I don't sell guarantee. I just give you a projection. Because likewise, if you are selling a guarantee, I would say I also don't want to sell that project also. Because guarantee is gimmick. Sorry. I mean, we are in the same floor. I'm just being transparent to tell you.
And that is not an occupancy of a single unit, it's like a whole,
Correct.
the bulk, whatever the occupancy, then they share with each other.
Yes, yes, yes. But of course, once we gotten the contract itself, which I cannot tell you which date because the buying group in Singapore are taking the time. So I cannot push them because I push them, I mean my bosses are pushing them week in and week out, they haven't come back to us.
Because I'm trying to think
They-
how is Bayan going to attract people to come and stay here with you?
To be frank, Bayan is sustain you. More precisely saying that Bayan is a brand that help you to sustain. I would say that even likewise, even if I go to Japan, I go to Hokkaido, I wish to stay in Niseko. Why I want to stay in Niseko? Or I go to Niseko, I want to stay in Selected Hotel, right? So it's because that brand itself. I don't want to. If I have dollar and cents, okay. So likewise itself, if I'm given the choices, I wouldn't stay at Airbnb operated by ABC, which under that project itself there will be until Z, because as you knew and I know, even I go to KLCC, some of the high rise itself, when you come to 11 AM to 2 PM, you already laugh already, right? You're going to see what? You're going to see a lot of handover. So, is it helping you in the short term? Yes, because it creates a sense of urgency and a lot of people in out to get your demand and supply, right, sir? Agree, right? So, but eventually, after 3 years, they become your super host. They left to the right beside new building, right? Who ultimately pick up the thing or maintain the thing? Buying group from day one still there. As I mentioned, he is not only doing the short term, he is doing his own brand. That's why he have pre-select us, thankfully, thank you, to work with us for long-term opportunity. And taking this, they want to create a brand. And subsequently, which is also high potential, we shall open the first Bayan hotel in Johor. That is a much more mid-term planning. Definitely you want to test water first.
So there are cases when they really know, they know business there, like for maybe a few months. So the maintenance, do you need to cover or they cover?
Just now I mentioned minor maintenance. That's what I like to do.
So if Bayan open their own hotel,
Yes.
wouldn't there be a conflict of interest between renting the hotel and renting?
There's a different kind of people. Bayan Group, when they do hotel, they only hotel. They don't have kitchen. But who knows? Maybe they want to do a new contract. No one knows. Future trend of hospitality, we doesn't know. Likewise, 20 years ago, before the COVID itself, no one can tell that none of hotel in the world are coming into Airbnb industry. Those days, hotel treat Airbnb as a threatening, alarming part. They don't know how to react. Nowadays, you look at all hotels, they are into Airbnb cut. They are doing a short-term stay concept. They are doing branded. They are taking up your units. With this, you must be much more recognize that effort because they come here for long-term plan. They don't come for 3 months superhost and bye-bye, right? Superhost, who is winning the effort? The host. The host is who? Tom, Dick, Harry, right? But rest assured, after Tom, Dick, Harry left, who managed your facade? Who taking care of long-term? My name was SkyPark Kepler there for a reason, because I pay a premium. Pay a premium to use that name. With this name, the fees, they are coming in. It's just treated as a hotel. Whereas Airbnb, I'm like a leech. stick to your body. There's a different thing, sorry to use that word. Right? Yes. After I suck it up, bye. I move on. This is a realistic hardcore truth. Can I say so?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. I think enough of sharing. Let's
This is the
get our prep.
furnishing, is it? The-
Ah, this is show house. Show
Where
house
is the
view.
show flat?
At Johor.
Where?
Little waterfront group.
Down-
Give her the.
We can bring you.
No, it at the side or
Danga, Danga.
No, we are not at the site because we intend to build a bigger gallery. So we have a temporary show house at Danga Bay there.
So this is exactly the full furnished.
This is taken down from the show house.
No, but this is a furnished unit, is it?
This is partly furnished tower.
Partly.
So why it's not inside? No.
Okay, let me put it
What's the
easier.
difference?
For sorry. For it's a bit hang on, no more Wi-Fi. For tower A, you are provided with aircon. If type A is one bedroom, one bathroom, right? You shall be provided with living hall, kitchen, dining, consider one space, one aircon. Master room, one aircon. And then one heater tank concealed on top in your common bathroom. And kitchen cabinet top, kitchen cabinet bottom, hood and hall. Yes, that is partly furnished definition for tower A. Yes, which allow you to kickstart to rent it long term if you have some client that have a lower budget or that you can fulfill by put your IKEA or sofa whatever lah. That's long term rental lah.
So no washing machine.
You need to fill in washer, dryer, fridge. Yes, if you wish to go for tower, which maybe cost you a couple of thousand. Yeah, you know, it depends on the brand. You know, yeah. So, but if you are doing a partly furnished, as per, we have do a summarize. If you want to furnish up like what our show house because show house reflect the tower A partly furnished, right? So for tower A, type A one bedder, if you want to furnish like what we do with the visual rendering, blah blah blah, and wallpaper, we have asked fella to quote for us to get a ballpark bro. Ringgit Malaysia 60K as per now, before we look at inflation the next 5 years to 6 years. Plus the electrical appliances maybe cost you 10 to 20K. So you need to, if today you move in TOP yesterday, you maybe spend another 70K to 80K.
Ringgit.
Ringgit, of course. Ringgit. Yeah, although I'm in Singapore now, I'm talking ringgit. Yes. To be fair, because I think this is a normal question, because I think even come to Singapore itself, when I look at show houses or when I go to Hong Kong or look at Hong Kong, San Hong Kee, top #1 developer itself, I go to their show houses. I think very much sometimes we are allured with, wow, what a fascinating show house, right? But we've forgotten realistic is kosong. Actually nothing to offer to you. It's just they ignite your feeling and body, right? So we don't want to do that. When you come to our show house, we explain to you, it's a partly furnished, it's a tower A design, and whatever the visual is just for ID visual. Meaning you say what you need to fork out, I give you a proposal just now, tower A, type A is about 60 to 70 or 80, depends on how you want to spend it. But minimum as per now, without inflation cost. Alright.
Flooring is included, right?
How many?
Flooring.
Yeah,
It's included, right? Not cement
No lah. This is included.
industrial look.
Scared. Maybe coffee too strong.
Like talking about BTO.
Okay, if you're buying a tower A, which is I find it's a good deal, because easy for you to jumpstart to let it go 5 years later, and then if you have a chance to manage your asset in terms of capability, you can just decide to throw in how much as you wish to, rather than go to tower B, full spec, right? Which maybe eventually, I don't like it, or I'm the same with the rest, tower B, right? Which is very hotel-like. So you may opt for tower A, you can still retain your flex, and then while still going with the lowest price in the entire Lido. Yeah. And then yes, flooring is either 2x2 or engineer in the room itself lah. That wise. Electrical appliances, if we are offering full furnish, shall be Samsung, the Grand, and amenities in the toilet will be Kohler. I think enough of jargon. Okay, all right, guys. I think we have a coffee cup, shall we? Yeah.
So you go out, they will lead you out. So you see those with this orange tea one, you can ask them anything. Nathan plus Adeline from Tropicana also will be around. Angeline will be around also.
Come, let's get.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Gerard. Thank you.